Good evening to you all. Welcome to this Foundation Day ceremony. As Devanand sir told, there are a lot of things we need to do. We should dream bigger. And first of all, I should thank him for honoring this occasion. As a stalwart in the marine industry, he's an obvious choice. But more importantly, he has played multiple interventions in our past, in our history of the company, which helped us in our journey. One of which he just alluded, but I will try to elaborate a bit. In the early time of our company, Navgathi, when we were in services, and we were, as usual, early part of the company is always a struggle. So when we are struggling to get projects, that is when he gave that big breakthrough to us by getting this project in Korea. So that series which he mentioned, which is the world's largest combination carrier, was a fantastic project. And that project led us to many more, like we did bulk carrier projects for Western and container projects for PIL, etc. That was one major intervention for us. Few years down the line, when we stepped into manufacturing, there again he played a major role by investing in a facility in land and thereby helping us set the manufacturing facility in that Kodungaluru yard. So, and many other areas which he was involved in. So today, as we celebrate the Foundation Day of three companies, which is Navgathi, Navalt, and Ekship, for those who are not familiar, I will just try to tell you. Navgathi is focusing on execution of projects, primarily marine, obviously, and both stationary as well as moving. When we say moving, it means mainly diesel boats, diesel-powered vessels. And Navalt as an entity is focusing on more greener technologies, which means that solar boats and hybrid boats are what Navalt delivers. And Ekship is a relatively newer entity. It's just over a year old. It's mainly focused on services, which means design and performance analysis. So in the last 1 year, for example, Ekship as an entity, apart from doing a lot of vessels for MSC, which is one of our major clients, we also managed to get PIL, which is a big client in Singapore. We are doing about 13 of their ships, plus MTM, which is another good client in Singapore, about 40 ships. So all these ships, we do the continuous performance analysis. That was one development. Second, we started doing an interesting project, which was for a bulk carrier, a major ballast water equipment installation, which is a new thing in shipping, like ballast water scrubber installation. These are major equipment installation, which needed 3D scanning and all the engineering drawings, which the shipyard needs to do, ship repair yard, which like sir mentioned. So that project which we executed, and now we are doing many more of them. And third is a partnership with IBM. IBM we all know, the computers, but here it's IBM Weather. IBM has a very good AI to predict the weather. So we use their weather data for real-time weather and future weather prediction to help the ship owner do a lot of performance prediction and fuel consumption, etc. And going further, we do all this route optimization and various other solutions. And then few other software products which we launched. One was an application for the ship owners, like a superintendent app. And then for the ship designers, for example, the inclining experiment tool. These are for the designers. And then the resistance tool. The last two are free to use. Anyone can use it. It's free to use. From Navgathi, like one of the projects which Devanand sir mentioned, I want to tell one more, which was the rescue boats. 5 of them were launched last year. So this was given to the Kerala government, and it was very timely. It was given just before last monsoon, and it played a major role in the rescue effort during the floods, which was already commented by our Chief Minister. He had officially mentioned it also. And Vega, as you know, Vega 120 passenger ferry. This is the fastest inland ferry in Kerala. It's about 25 kilometers. It's twice as fast as normal ferry. So this starts from Vaikam in the morning, 7:30, and reach Ernakulam in 1 hour 45 minutes faster than the bus. And it serves in the daytime in Ernakulam Fort Kochi route, and evening 5:30 it returns. So this is that AC compartment, and non-AC they have 2 of that. And then Aditya. Aditya completed 2 years just now, 2 years successful. So it has already carried about 6.5 lakh passengers and traveled about 40,000 kilometers without a single drop of fuel, thereby saving 60,000 liters of diesel. And obviously 42 lakh for the government of Kerala. Not to forget, for all those green environmentalists, about 130 tons of carbon dioxide emission. So that's Aditya for you, and if anyone has not taken a ride, please do, because it's one of its kind, not only in India, but also the world, which is why next month we have 35 ambassadors who are coming, flying down, which is organized by International Solar Alliance, to take a ride in Aditya. So that'll happen in May 23rd. I think that's election result day, okay. So based on, to honor this, what we did is we launched a Green Earth initiative. So there's no point in preaching. We also have to practice, right, what we preach. So what we did is we installed a 23 kilowatt solar power plant on our office so that this can cover 50% of our energy need, including air conditioning. So in the second phase, which is the second half of the building, which will probably cover the 100%, that's our aim. And then our R&D team is active in a lot of projects, but I'll just tell one item, which is this is typically what we use in our solar board, but this is like a power bank. Like today, this function, now the power is running in DG. Although there is power here in the hotel, still for an uninterrupted power supply, they typically have a diesel generator running because there's no switching time is an issue. So in all such occasions, or when you want an extended power, you can use such a battery bank. So you don't need to run your diesel genset. So that's something which will be officially launched next month. So Devanand sir mentioned about the new yards which are available in Gujarat. So we formed a partnership with TransAsia and Century Shipyard. So that's the new yard which we are trying to develop. It's a 5-acre facility in Panavalli. So some of the enclosed shelters are already complete, and the biggest one is probably completing end of this month. Because we have a reasonably big order size, so we need more space to execute, which I will tell you in the next further. So this is how the team has grown in the last few years. If you see the last year, we have suddenly increased in number, primarily because earlier we are doing 1 or 2 boats at a time. Today we are doing around 12. So that's why we have increased our size. Some of the boats which is going to come in the next few months are these, which are both diesel, 75 passenger ferries, and then smaller water taxis, etc. But the most interesting project will be the 100 passenger solar ferry. It's an air-conditioned double-decker hybrid solar ferry, which will be again first of its kind. It's for the tourism application, which should come by end of this year. And some more solar ferry. There are Aditya version 2s which are going to come in the next second half of this year. So by the next foundation day, we should have delivered at least 12 and few more in various stages of construction. So we have a very exciting year ahead. So thank you all for the journey with us. And we have some cultural programs lined up. So have a nice evening. Thank you.